It was a chilly morning in New York City when Emma Clark hurried down the narrow street that led to the luxury penthouse where she worked as a maid. Her coat was worn, her shoes thin, but her spirit, unbreakable. She had been working for the wealthy Carter family for 2 years, cleaning rooms filled with gold and marble while living in a small apartment that barely had heating. Yet, despite her hardships, she always smiled. Maybe that's what made her special, her ability to find light in the darkest places. That morning, as she carried her cleaning supplies up the elevator, she had no idea her life was about to change forever. Inside the penthouse, she was greeted by the family's son, Ethan Carter, the kind of man who had everything money could buy. Handsome, confident, the heir to a multi-million-dollar real estate empire. Most people saw him as untouchable, but Emma had once caught him sitting alone by the window, staring at the city below. She realized then that even the rich could feel lonely. "Morning, Emma," Ethan said, looking up from his laptop. "You're early again. I live nearby," she smiled. "And the city traffic doesn't scare me anymore." He laughed. "You're tougher than half my employees." It was a simple exchange, but for some reason, his words lingered in her mind all day. A week later, another man entered the picture, Alex Knight. A self-made millionaire who had grown up poor but built his fortune through hard work and innovation. He came to visit Ethan's father for a business deal. When he saw Emma serving coffee, her kind eyes and gentle manner caught his attention immediately. "You work here?" he asked softly. "Yes," she replied, blushing a little. "I take care of the cleaning and the kitchen." "Well," he said with a small smile, "they're lucky to have you." From that day on, both Ethan and Alex began noticing her, truly noticing her. Ethan admired her quiet strength, her humility, the way she treated everyone equally. Alex admired her work ethic, her intelligence, and how she didn't seem to be impressed by wealth or power. Soon, both men, millionaires from different worlds, found themselves drawn to the same woman, the maid with the golden heart. But love stories are never simple. When Ethan's mother found out that her son had feelings for Emma, she was furious. "A maid, Ethan, this is ridiculous. You're a Carter. You could have any woman you want, someone from your class, your circle." Ethan stood his ground. "Mom, she's not just a maid. She's kind, honest, and she makes me want to be a better person." "Don't be naive," his mother snapped. "Love doesn't pay the bills. Status matters." Those words crushed Ethan, but he refused to give up. Meanwhile, Alex, who had faced judgment and rejection his whole life, decided to fight for Emma's heart too. Unlike Ethan, he didn't care what society thought. He invited Emma to lunch one afternoon, not in a fancy restaurant, but at a small cafe where he had eaten during his poor days. "I wanted to bring you here," he said, smiling warmly, "because this is where I learned what happiness really means. Not in money, not in fame, but in moments like these." Emma looked at him, unsure what to say. She had never been courted before, let alone by two men of such status. "I don't know what to say," she admitted softly. "You're both kind to me, but I don't belong in your world." Alex shook his head. "Maybe it's our world that doesn't deserve you." As time passed, the tension grew. Both men tried to win her affection in different ways, Ethan through gestures and protection, Alex through sincerity and shared dreams. The media even caught wind of the maid who captured two millionaires' hearts, turning her life into a whirlwind of gossip and attention. People whispered. Some admired her, others mocked her. But through it all, Emma stayed the same, humble, hardworking, grounded. One night, after finishing her shift, she sat alone by the bus stop, tears in her eyes. The weight of everything, the rumors, the judgment, the pressure, had become too much. Suddenly, Ethan appeared, offering her an umbrella. "Emma," he said gently, "you don't have to face this alone." She looked up, rain streaking down her cheeks. "Ethan, I never asked for any of this. I just wanted a simple life." "I know," he said, his voice breaking slightly. "But maybe you deserve more than a simple life. Maybe you deserve a life that makes you feel loved and seen." Before she could answer, Alex's car pulled up. He stepped out, soaked but determined. "Emma," Alex said, "I don't care what anyone thinks. I know what I feel. I'd give up everything, every dollar, every deal, if it meant having a life with you." The two men stood before her, one born into privilege, the other who built his own empire, both waiting for her answer. Emma took a deep breath. "You both have kind hearts, and I'll never forget how you've treated me. But I can't be with someone because of pity or admiration. I need to stand on my own first, to build a life I can be proud of, so when I love, it comes from a place of strength, not fear." Ethan smiled sadly. Alex nodded in respect. Months passed. Emma left her job and started her own small cleaning business, employing other women who had faced hardship like she once did. She worked tirelessly, and slowly, her company grew. She didn't just clean homes, she restored dignity for those who had lost hope. Then, 1 year later, she received a bouquet of lilies and a note. It read, "You taught me that true wealth is in the heart, not the wallet. I'm proud of you, always, Ethan." And below it, another message written in neat handwriting. "For the woman who made 2 millionaires realize that love isn't something you buy, it's something you earn, Alex." Emma smiled through her tears. They had both moved on, perhaps, but something inside her had changed forever. She no longer saw herself as the maid who worked for others, she was now a woman who inspired others.